let's see. That one up there, continuing down there. Right? Right. Across there. Just hope I haven't broken any of these circuits by blocking off the signal. What happens here? I think that happens here. Great. I believe that goes there. Marcus says give it a test when I want to see it in action. Hold on, let me do this little bit here. And then, sure, I'll just give it a ride. I just wanna like... I do want to test this as well. That one to there. Let's see. That's this. Well, I mean, I don't... It's not just blocking the current, I kind of want it to be open as well. So you can, like, actually step through and check the wiring if you need to. So I've done the... Let me just, like, look at these real quick. Alright, so let's go to 5.1. And I guess we're right around... What are the closest ones? No, all the branches are kind of far away, huh? 5.1... Maybe the underwater one. Alright, this is Northport, 5.1. Let's say we go to 5.3 Mush. Actually, you can't see it so well because everything's covered up. Basically, the signal travels beside the card. Because it's such a long distance, it goes past the entity limit. So you need the signal to travel with the card, otherwise it doesn't activate stuff far away. And that's partly why there's all these pistons, which basically they hold the signal in place while you're traveling, and as you go past them, you reset the signal behind you. Five 3 Mush, if I haven't broken anything, is that junction there. So we'll turn off here. Nice. And if we want to go riding around the whole regional loop, that's gonna take a long time though. We can do that. It's just a really big loop, so it'll take a long time to go there. So I said there were 25 destinations. 15 of them are wired up. So I'm finishing the third like 20% of this thing. When I finish building up the loop and cleaning it up architecturally, I will be 60% complete. Actually no, there's the regional loop. I guess that counts as its own thing. So let's say this. I'll be 50% complete. Alright, that's my station. Where else should we go? We'll just go back to Northport and keep working on the loop. It's 60% wired up and almost 50% built up. Marcus says can't use the button from the start to change all the turns instead of the pistons, or you want to add pistons for style. No, because it's too far away, Marku. Redstone only activates within the entity limit, right? You know how mobs far away aren't actually active, right? You have to be close to mobs before they actually move around. It's the same for redstone. You have to be close to the redstone for the redstone to actually be active. So when you press the button, the wires go until the limit of the entities, and then the signal just doesn't go any further until you move up to it. So the signal actually only moves forward when the minecart moves up to where the signal is. And the pistons, they're to cancel back the signal behind us. Yeah, like you can't actually have a redstone computer stretching across the landscape for a long distance. Because after like what is it? 8 chunks? No, less than 8 chunks. After about 64 blocks, I think it is. Well, you can adjust it, but by default, after about actually no, what is it? 4? What's 4 times 15? No, it's 64. After about 64 blocks, the redstone doesn't actually activate any further. That's why like the pistons basically set out each segment. It's about, I've made it so that it's about 15 times 4, which is 60 blocks. But less than that. It's about like 50 blocks segments. I put the pistons to make sure that the signal will like retain the signal as you travel. What is this villager doing? Walking into the trains. Alright, back to building. I would test this thing thoroughly after I finish the architectural bits on this loop, which I was doing. Did I finish? No, I didn't finish it. So here, slabs on the outside. I've done that part. That one. In fact, the first loop I built down in loop 2, yeah, loop 2, I didn't take into account that the signal doesn't actually activate the junctions from far away, and I had to retrofit a fix for it because it wouldn't activate. I think maybe I stop that there. That's not right, that should be that. To there, ignoring those. I think that's right. Here. And that. Is there really nothing in this bit? I guess so. Alright, good. And Marcus says, hey, I just tested your theory, it only goes to rendering, so if the redstone is within your render, it will keep on going. Wait, it depends on... No, but there's like a... Hold on, let me just show you. In your settings, there's simulation distance. There's render distance and simulation distance. Simulation distance here is 4 chunks on my computer. Like that one. And then the render distance in my one is 16 chunks. I mean, if you want to, you can just like set a huge simulation distance. So it just goes all the way out. I think I'm gonna do that as well. I want to show you. Okay, look. Let me just find the distance here. So what you do is you have a lever, make a long wire, and then have a piston at the end, and then you pull the lever and you put it back again, and you see if the piston activates in the distance. Right, now watch this. Let me go that. Yeah, no, let me show you this. Button. So let's say you have button, right? And then you have. So that's 14, 15. In fact, let me just go 14 so we can count the blocks. Not repeater. So it's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I mean, let me just dodge that tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, let me just go up actually. Four chunks is 64, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 90 blocks. So let's say I come over here, I put a normal piston here. Right, so it'll push the block up and then come down again. So if I come back here and I push this, and you see the signal going through, we go to the end, it hasn't moved. You see that? Let me actually use a lever here. Let's break the button and stick a lever in here. Where are levers? So if I switch that on and we go forward, see, that's pushed up. Oh, I should just turn that off. See, that like pushed up, right? So if I put that back, but if I do this, turn it on, turn it off again, and I go to the end, it hasn't pushed up. So the redstone doesn't reach that far because the simulation distance is only 4 chunks, which is less than this distance. So that's the problem. Like if you just like push a button at the station and you expect the signal to go all the way to the junction and switch the junction, it won't switch the junction because it doesn't travel that far. It will only light up when you or another player moves close to it. It's not for buttons, it's for redstone signals. The redstone signal doesn't continue forward until you move to that point. And I use buttons here. I don't use a lever because I need the circuit to reset to 0 after I've traveled through, right? I need to like not have the signal stay in the system.